Muntia Ye. And now, yes, come I want to me, find a social media or jubility. And yet, I'm a brass. Also, the kiss was a wound to mistakes, our gun and Bekunu. And yet, as soon as see, and a man is Chicago too, RPP, Marcel Gania, your friend, and Nana. Our Guamla Central. May come in that opinion to theOgroma. Opinion, being a dear or what people want. What can I people also of the years? Estimate after 2025. Move free Jubilee House. I'm people for 2025. Never more free Jubilee House. Because let's finance NDC for let's financing for independent. Then not be anyone. That's how you can catch and say, oh, yes, small boy. See a kissing man. Me catch and people lead that for say. They should give me ending of this month. Na member Bakum. Na member kissing man. Men Tasha will be back number B. After I bring it to a break shop. Because they said the evidence number they are clear. And you all say and people know Ghana. And you all say Kunu, Kroma. Because the general secretary, now Jumani saw the protective party, ma. As soon as your friend said, on young to near TV. Now, they investigate you. I was the same Coco Bordoa. They investigate you. I was easy why you right. Now, me say, ending of this month, a different June Hawk. I don't know say about that. Said, as soon as you tell what them, or not to me stand here, man. Yeah, but don't tell.
Invitation of the man privately, they and fire we and be. Here, who is social media go for my betia kitty, agent is Kinchina mobile china, no. MA, almost Canon Muja Hokoi. No, no, I throw up police ID say a drada of a bar. I'm a drade. CIA or you are or buy you might interrogating I'm on the bill. Say on the following day I am 3 p.m. now the man 3 p.m. no way do. We interrogating the best at 3, 4, 5 minutes. I must say uncle. Sana and that no that no. I'm so good to our normal friend you could for no. To PA or best acquire now day cars I be pardon who get it there. I'm a question robbery. No more, you could be almost the nepo. You think had the whole say, Sa Yoku, and now Omodeno Ako. Omodoko, Omoko, interrogating, and then some of the brave, we are sick crime, my what we are singing now. Ubekumbiano, yet the Honson Bisan, tax evasion, then, baby. Bakwe Dimu, Akotene, Ezembang for at the rate of summons, Abba. Or Judicial, or none of the private matters, several matter, or Judicial banker, Utia, Utia, or the surety, the coin, Judicial, the coin, when ya, electricity, and sign. Go for a woman, I'm Ghana, hey, Nebis, my GD, and also a Kodane security item. And it's all more interview, now interrogating, there's 8 hours. And somehow, yeah, canon, beyond the Obita contesting, the Obian contesting. Who to me has been my acquire over a year. We are a police station elections in 9 years. In 9 years, electoral latest election, and constituency and region. So we said you'll be in Machina be in Masan. Who got the Krawangata? And you give a contest and no who here. Because the vehicle I want a new patriotic party. So we keep vehicle now. Driver be or better to be no doing by good. And no cry, and I may share no dead and cry, and no answer. And I know said you're okay for interest in them. But I'm more interested, no. The collective interest and objective of the party. The best strength and party, no, to me. My party, then you to me, they are quite more individual interest and working and work out. Make Pasibia to me framing Cassandra and Gajam and the Bayano phone so and Yago.
All they know is propaganda, insults, and all that. It is getting closer to elections. They will say all they can to confuse you. They will pack music in pickup. areas, disturbing you even when you are sleeping. Reminding you to remember the good works of this government. Let me add one thing, that no government can ever be 100% perfect. But the truth is, on the balance, our government is done far better than these NDC guys. Desperate people, they believe in violence, insult, and lies. Recently, even in Kuriba, we were going for a thank you walk. They also said they are starting a demonstration. We decided to peacefully start our walk from Kuriba Junction, thinking that they will start at the reserve junction and go ahead of us. The point is, if we had not exercised restraint, what would have happened to you? All they know is propaganda, insult, and all that. It is getting closer to elections. They will say all they can to confuse you. They will back music in pickups, disturbing you even when you are sleeping. Reminding you to remember the good works of this government. Let me add one thing, that no government can ever be 100% perfect. But the truth is, on the balance, our government is done far better than these NDC guys. Desperate people, they believe in violence, insult, and lies. Recently, even in Kuriba, we were going for a thank you walk. They also said they are starting a demonstration. We decided to peacefully start our walk from Kuriba Junction, thinking that they will start at the reserve junction and go ahead of us. The point is, if we had not exercised restraint, what would have happened to you?
Enura budget, any economic policy era to forcing at the buy. Me chimo meka say a frakadam. Me kano their boys better say meka say a settings budget because ye ko budget ni na ye hwe nim say anima be a 9 bi na aban be ho adwuma edi kan ne ye pe nokredie wo Ghana sikasam baby o mine ya ba bi dupa nye propaganda nye campaign so ye kan ye to nwum da bi nokrepa say ne Ghana ha ne sikasam gina etoso mienu na ye hwe say ye sikasam wankasa no yebesiesie ne ye 2020 after covid eba no yisikasem hihimie ntine ye pese yesiesie ne ye etoso miensa eneme hia Ghana fo pa tito we hwese ne anema bo ekosoro kakra adwuma nipa bibri epe adwuma school sem hospital sem agenda 111 infrastructure kwan ne ade kofo hwe nim se ubetumi aye hu bibi nti key issues anankofo ehwe ansa na mo promises 273 economic promises nti sa ne man 9 we na ye hwe ni edi kan no kredie ne de na say before budget ye pemato force nse on hwe no ma be intro on hwe no ma mbe ye de ayera mahama na opese o hwe ne so mbe say the economy has been criminally mismanaged na ne ma say chronic Ghana dane crime scene nti ye pem no and thankfully na Ghana Statistical Service 4 day report aba Bank of Ghana force de de aba nti earlier no more strategy ni so mo ko national economic dialogue no ma be kan say na niema nye nti o say o mo ye so mo ko dialogue akoyesa no mantumi anye o mo ko dialogue no na afi sa asem no ne kan ye o mo den because o kan obi abebisa say na say Ghana Statistical Service say ntisa say Bank of Ghana say ntisa so mantumi anye propaganda ni bebre o nti no ba na o so gitum say o man no wo hwe terminal report wo de fa ne say adwuma ye nyina 2024 na ahokyere no eba form no o mine mpuntu san be gina 5.7%. Kai hunu say NDC fi abem 2016 yera mahama ojaye 3.4%. 3.4 no na efri babia yera mills edi efi be 14% to in 2011 abra oil buy otibaya bedu 3.4 and I be so ye so many page de cost 7 in the first 3 years average 7 and I say me be 2 yen a 2 yen afia science start biom say ye cheche for front afia ne twato no 2024 no Ghana Statistical Service abetchirem say ampa MP before besi on boys come je adwuma me ye yesisi ni na o mine to mpon 5.7%. Ohanchi chemu enum ejiri ponzo. Ntina afia to force in din draw when ye. That was all jitum. Na unya jia no tum so Ghana Statistical Service Force nature so money sika nyina be do 1.2 trillion. Ye kra na targeted 1 trillion. MPP nyankopon onayo. Ba omi nyankopon onayo. Nti ade na ye targeted 1 trillion no e be wie 1.2 trillion. Nature say sika sem na kosro. E kosro so a nature say ye kansunsun so eswate. Enura budget any economic policy a era to forcing edibaye no. Me chiremo ameka say e frakadam. Me kano their boys better say ameka say e settings budget because ye ko budget ni na ye hwe nim say anima be 9 bi ena aban be ho adwuma. Edi kan ne ye penukuredie wo Ghana sikasam. Baby oman ya ba bi dupa nye propaganda nye campaign so ye kan ye tonwum da bi no krepa say ne Ghana ha ne sikasam gina. Etosumi no na ye hwe say ye sikasam ankasa no ye be siesie ni ye 2020 after covid eba no ye sikasam hihimie ntine ye pese ye siesie ni ye etosumi ensa ene me hia Ghana fo pa tito hwe say ne ma bo ekosro kakra adwuma nipa bibri epe adwuma school sem hospital sem agenda 111 infrastructure kwan ne ade kofo hwe nim say ubetumi aye hu bibi nti key issues anankofo ehwe ansa na mo promises 273 economic promises nti sa ne man 9 we na ye hwe ni edi kan no kredie ne de an say before budget ye pemato force so hwe no man be dintro hwe no man be ye de ayera mahama na opese o hye ne so mbe say the economy has been criminally mismanaged na near say chronic Ghana dani crime scene nti ye pem no and thankfully na Ghana Statistical Service 4 day report aba Bank of Ghana for so de de aba nti earlier no more strategy ni so mo ko national economic dialogue no ma be kan say na niema nye nti o say omo ye so mo ko dialogue akoyesa no mantumi anye omo ko dialogue no na afi sa asem no ne kan ye omo den because so kan obi abebisa say na say Ghana Statistical Service say ntisa say Bank of Ghana say ntisa to mantumi anye propaganda ni bebre ho nti no ba na so gitum say oman no wo hwe terminal report wo de fa ne say adwuma ye nyina 2024 na ahokyere no eba form no oman no mpuntu san be gina 5.7%. Kai hunu say NDC fi abemu 2016 yera mahama ojaye 3.4%. 3.4 no na efri babia yera mills edi efi be 14% to in 2011 abra oil buy otibaya bedu 3.4 and I be so ye so many page de cost 7 in the first 3 years average 7 and asemi be 2 yen a 2 yen afie science start biom say ye cheche for front afie ne twato no 2024 no Ghana Statistical Service abechirem say ampa MPP for besi on boys come je adwuma me ye yesisi na o mine to mpon 5.7%. Ohanchi chemu enum ejiri ponzo ntina afia to force in din draw when ye e was ojitum na unya je anu tum so Ghana Statistical Service for say nature so mine sika nyina be do 1.2 trillion ye kra na targeted 1 trillion MPP nyankopon onayo ba omi nyankopon onayo nti ade na ye targeted 1 trillion no e be wie 1.2 trillion nature say sika sem na kosro e kosro so a nature say ye kansunsun so eswate
on my part. Permit me to reiterate following social infrastructure that I have undertaken with the aim of building an economic empowerment for job creation and for transformation of our community. 1. 3 secondary schools are coming up to add up to UNICEF. 1 at Nswechi, 2nd at Atetu, and the 3rd one at New Winneba. 3 more libraries are also coming up. 1 big library at low cost, another at Jetakrom, directly opposite the Divisional Police Command, and a multi-purpose ICT facility at Osbompenyi. And let me thank the Osbompenyi chief and the Atetu chief. Of course, Osbompenyi chief himself was a former municipal chief executive. He's been very supportive. He readily gave the land. We pray that we will continue to work as a people and ensure that we have a peaceful election. A reminder to those of you who are foot soldiers, who are busy with the politics in our communities. We, the political class in parliament, are friends to each other and one another. We do not fight, we engage each other. So if you are here and you are going to pull a knife because somebody disagrees with you, I'm sorry. When things go bad, you may not find that politician who is a beneficiary of your conduct following you. The political party may even disown you. So let's be careful. Kebmemi kebi onya cherko onya mansotwe or ya adventure. So when you know Yaduna, what's something there, better in the same. On Yadama breed, no bibaka there, Obifiha, Obifia, say young when you, Ye Futuyo, Ye Gomoyo, Ye Wangarayo, Ye Naya Yazuko, say Christian you, Muslim you, a quack uncle, says to my bushmo, Ye Nara Nakupon Krona. Woman in Kaka. The Obatan Kurniumba, Nakibemi Kibino. Young folk Kona, yes, buffer. My encourage to true Sembia. As a batchin, I can win glasses. The feeder or party beam. Na bibi, Nazama, opening bin waji. No, I wasama, a some to what opening owns witches.
And not any broom, Senna or channel. Yera Maham also who say any coup d'etat and a man about. In fact, we are overwhelming endorsements. Ghana can make a mamuni de trade to Manubiaso. Now, no. Yakwa chili cocaine worth $150 million. I free takradeba. Sachi baku na sachi kitu vane di eni mudi cameras ni general koye ewo supplement. Ena yera eti for your suspicious flight via Apagana. Owo inyina so se eye illicit drugs no mefa koye. Aban anu ya o de baye oposu kwa nsem o de baye ni video ni plane tail number ni de baye nya test entro no di. In fact video ba ko ko de baye e ba be de ko nya Ghana ha. Ena sa video no ko mu twa no. Na ya shada fa camera si engineers so ni etwe twa mu video ti se ne ase na ye nim ne e be bi nti ye shada nya video we it is 7 years so ye check flight itinerary no olu plane ba ko kwa pofu kwa chupa kan say in see Ghana for the past 3 months kwa no plane ko into ye after the car o si plane ye be si atwa ko ba bi na nya type problem eno nkwa na afa engineers be 10 so mu betu ewie ye no so ba bi e kono anko na sa call back to ba bi e free ba Kamia kwa ese baby yes man no o me fa de no samra no o no sa ko ya you Mahama exhibited wisdom as a leader while ne katamapo no exhibited childishness who penny on him poakasa na wo ne chairman all the only on him ade that is why I'm saying that opposition party must be silent o man penny na mu abekasa I we are chafa na ina eti no na wo abekasa asemusi efiri ho na so mu ni obi ato no gu nti ufọdụ so ana atem ko ni nya no kre oni adanse enya no kre na cottage control board o deputy boss so that can be ana asem no krampo no kwe bi anim na take letter bi Ghana airport for the buy emenim guate em ferry o Ghana airport in the same letter we will say enyo na responsible for the plane e be ba no so be hwehwem so be investigation ya Ghana civil aviation but in that same letter no what conclude say but there were no illicit drugs found on the interior ade enye wadwuma na esi na wo hu ye pena enuboni bi e di so some George wo position o se plane bi akotamale na akwakoyi animaboni bi di gu ambulance mu koye o se sa plane na ta firi oba kumase na sa be yi animaboni bi di gu ambulance na sa ko obi chi no ni akaka bin se ma ye wa ban mu. That is why we are called a commission of inquiry because already no more also investigation na no omo ko mabu arada e die na si da bi en chase no de na mu fa nyina yanko samo de ne ko e na ye nyina mo so aye mfangu mu kan mu na mo nko e no anso ye ko o mantimi anyi even arrest warrant ye bi sa o mo mantimi anyi because nka wo court talk akwa arrest warrant ni nka court be ka kire ana say institution bi be issue even arrest warrant ni bia no obi ku sa wo ne say ni pay or a member of parliament mra kwan na the form I don't know one chon come speaker. Oh, the buy-in is a press conference of Parliament on the 1st of April. Defense and Interior Committee for press conference. So it's a Parliament committee for a press conference. The Defense and Interior for a press conference. And I am a Reverend Team for Joanne Dano no Kasai. No chia buy dream dina nema mensa bi a ekoswa. Na yes say a buy enye emu full scale investigation. In fact, we become public inquiry senior emre abesin kono sa nsem na ba ye public inquiry nsem na ba ko ni sa gold ni sika ya omsom ko hu osape man no mo hwe alaji bia abisi na yente hu hwe ba ko ye $350 million, that is about 5 billion cedis of cocaine na omoche o central region kwano so na ba ko ye aeroplanes mienu bia if free islands bia cocaine bia chirentwi wo ho ebe fa Ghana be bejina have 4-5 days near the Ansaneko. The minority on the Defense and Interior Committee are buying him normal Ukrainian daddy. Sada no man penny issue statement say only a green or say investigation until security agencies no omuna mbwa investigation no. The nuna the spokesperson about on this investigation no crowd here. No more information that na team for no can sem no crampo no. Ombetchina so be scapegoat or a sofumoko now or a clown and kick on there. No be the whistle blowing information about some more than I feel the mafia said did not see a bunch of the information baba investigation crowd near you here. I feel a by investigation on the buyer no half a year credit. Into perhaps our weekend in team near die for mobile on team but literally must say, oh, there be way they correct, way they correct. and them some ama buying the book for Christ, say, don't say on Becchino, no matter to no TV, so mobile who say they are all cano, and no credit. And no pie or and cabins, we are saying, and say, some Ranty could feel or quick 2 near DSL Mobile court, in 9 Rashiko, MPs by 30 plus. The coffee wa. Ampeni ampa mantia betria kesi quick 2 AK-47 omekura pistols their pistols no mashishen tadi biase ninja for tadi omakata kato omani pena ubishi nika no she bulletproof vest no bijina car we so no bijina se ya sembini adaya omose yesi embeche mbra wana si embeche mbra we bo we di na we abo we di se yesi embeche mbra why then embeche mbra se waka simbia oninyi na so wonti embeche mbra. This is how minority caucus a press conference I can't say I'm spokesperson they say Onini so tiene afenyo marking anodon prayer Habib abno say Asare lawyer bafo miankasa make am be John Darko ye nyinara lawyers for ahodo attaching am MPs be near bisa branch and say okay wo dan ye kra no warrant we fa ba ko asem mo ka say ni say onu gina ho no ye warrant na oye senior officer anti oye warrant any esre ni say menu aho brasiem lawyer for be do mienu ni good dem ha say ye ni mamra no ye nim the conditions under which a senior officer it to me executive search without a warrant. And yet our conditions maybe. Until any deal, won't to mean candidates a war on a warrant.
The case I buy like a so far. The abandon of the details the petition out. Like as a matter. Sometimes I go some major fee also radio, TV, everywhere. Talking about the petition, the contents of the petition, what the president did, and justifying why in his view no, it was right say the can't say just in the case for her to answer. Sure, various aspects of the proceedings have already been public. That's to start with. Secondly, even before opinion publish this, 52% of the people in the nation want the Chief Justice out. I didn't know say Chief Justice position maybe they say they determine whether the Chief Justice is popular or not popular. It will be occupy officer, Speaker of Parliament, and Chief Justice. Not every month, a month for your post that you have to be suspended. Is that the basis for determining whether the Chief Justice will stay in office or to go? What is happening in Ghana? It's unprecedented. Seriously. Indeed, that's the case. And I say, the question almost based on that, Chief Justice. Then let's say it in a way that the whole nation will know. And British Constitution, apart from Article 146, every other provision on hearing of a matter, whether in court or before a committee, requires that such a hearing should be in public. Commission of Inquiry and proceedings from Article 278 onwards. Article 281 stipulates that yes, such proceedings should be in public. And it is only on grounds of public safety or other or risk of harm to public safety or other. There's a proceedings here in camera. Same thing. Article 19 clause 13 also identificating authority in your court. Into the first in your court and say the proceedings should not be in public. And we think that it's about time we interpreted Article 146. Now come to the determination whether indeed such provision it excludes public hearing. In my view, except first we must determine say the case the proceedings should be in camera. Why not a such provision a bond home by a board judge na home by judge na they try no home by. Because if the assembly will be like, oh, judge you over Jimmy, judge we no limit you share, judge we consent, judge we see. In order to ensure so such sensitive allegations are not tried in public, go behind the cancer seminar. So let it be heard in camera. What I'm doing now is no different at all from what I was saying. But what is actually more curious? And it's a council for petitioners. We are NDC lawyers. Very serious matter. So, Wafa, Tafiskata, I said lawyer, President Mahama, lawyer, 2020 election petition. So, senior NDC figure, lawyer, President Mahama, lawyer, 2020. The same Tafiskata, so apart from being President Mahama's lawyer, or a lawyer for Daniel Furi. And it's the same Tafiskata who is trying to remove the CJ from office. And they are very, very wrong. Someone for Ecowas. Now, Tado, sorry. Honestly, NDC for lawyer the past 8 years. Honestly, one of the lawyers. And as a Ghana for Ecowas later. na Bakavomo, also NDC Nipa, he was working in President Mohammed's office before Mohammed Elusi last time. And recently, very popular because of the activities against Ekufado. So, I think there's a lot of fairness, injustice worked against the woman. And as I said, it's about time that people who really have a conscience and a good heart in the country stand for what is right.
Okay. All right. Mame kwa homana somrana yene Ora Henry Nana Boache eni enkomo or a national organizer Edema the New Patriotic Party and Rami Hussein and Yabre. I'm the Jesus Mukuye nyina na mochi nyina menkwe. Nana Mache
kwa kumujuzo
na ohuna mu ye de
Ghana fo nyina dahuru.
Ai. Na ai endra yehu se na wani abre a wo ko ti ebeti ne dikan yema mo ayiko as national party any anamutu a any quick mobilization amutimi ye yema ayiko ne ebuma baso any adwuma mo ye na
oku medase eno ana ni bre wo mse na o che no ye wo asambe na yekoso Ghana Yewura Mahama wo so hu se enye kudita ene ma ne bayo enye kudita. In fact, we are overwhelming endorsement from Ghana for Ghana. Kemame nkedia memu ne die twa yefuma no bia so. Na no ya kwa chiri cocaine worth $150 million. I free takradeba. Sachi baako na sachi kitu for na die animu de cameras ne journalist koye e was supplement. No $350 million value dollars o. Ena Yewura it for your suspicious flight via Upper Ghana. Or in your say a illicit drugs no mefakoye. Abai anu ya or the buyer oposu kwache some or the buy any video name plane tail number near the nya test and so no di. In fact video ba ko the buyer baba dey come say Ghana ha. And as a video no ko mu twa no. Na ya shada fa camera si engineers so ni take omu video to say ase na ye nim ne e ba bi nti ye nhada nya video we it is 7 years ago ye checking flight itinerary no alu plane ba ko kwa popo su kwa chupa kan say in see Ghana in two for the past 3 months kwa no plane ko in 2 years yes em so mo ye service no say that in 2 crowd but the car o se plane ye be sie twema ko ba bi na nya ayi type problem and the afa and unkwan the afa engineers bed 10 so mubetu ewi no so ba bi akon anko ogu ba to so temi ba ogu
meha miti
owi so ba bi a plane ye se akon so anko when I start call back to ba bi free ba na kam ya ko ese ba bi ye kuma na o to so o me fa de no samra no o no sa ko ya already abai ka kamafo no Yewura Mahama exhibited wisdom as a leader. Whilst the Katamapono exhibited childishness. Oh, penny or him Poakasa. Now, all the chairmen of the only on him are day.
We na mikro muhini na ebri ose se na jankwesi makasa wi na anko bia so ntiase. Na ohina kasa wi anko bia wo ye hwan.
Wo ye hwan. So won chase. Wait, that is why I'm saying that the opposition party must be silent. So, man, penny name what the kasa. We are suffering no. Now, what the kasa has a if you want us to win, you'll be at no into for your so, and at no good, you crack, when you're dancing, and you crack. Now, narcotics control board, almost deputy boss, so that can simply, and some no company will could be any. Now, after now, take a letter be a Ghana airport for the buy. Emenim guate em ferry o Ghana airport in the same letter e ya na kwaku read ma on kofontia
and ram reading nyina me eche
yes we will say and you are responsible for the plane e be ba no so be hwehwem so be investigation ya Ghana civil aviation be boa
I know correct
but in that same letter no what conclude say but there were no illicit drugs found on the incident ade enye wadwuma na e na wonhu ye tena eduboni bi ye di so some George wo position was plane bi akotamale na akwakoyi animaboni bi di gu ambulance mu koye o si sa plane na ta fi oba kumase na sa be yi animaboni bi di gu ambulance mu sa ko obiche no na ni akaka ben sama ye wa ban mu na ni akaka ben sama no na atem we a wo si hwehwe mu no that is why we are called a commission of inquiry. That because already no more auto investigation now. Omo komo buara da anamebwa.
Okay. Because yati fellows who scratchinka. Yati Ghana airport for statement.
Yes.
Nakok for deputy commissioner no. And also yati krani atim Judicial or the revenue team for Johnny Ade.
Exactly.
But president ne can say you should collaborate and investigate. Exactly. One can say monko intimidating the panel.
Exactly. Aseminyana kwa bono tofano. Again, I see the BM say no. We will not agree.
Propaganda, insult, and all that. It is getting closer to elections. They will say all they can to confuse you. In pickups, disturbing you even when you are sleeping. Reminding you to remember the good works of this government. Let me add one thing, that no people, they believe in violence, insult, and lies. Recently, even in Kuniba, we were going for a thank you walk. They also said they are starting a demonstration. We decided to peacefully start our walk from Kuniba Junction, thinking that they will start at the Minister Junction and go ahead of us. The point is, if we have not exercised restraint, what would have happened to you? All they know is propaganda, insult, and all that. It is getting closer to elections. They will say all they can to confuse you. They will pack music in pickups, disturbing you even when you are sleeping. Reminding you to remember the good works of this government. Let me add one thing, that no government can ever be 100% perfect. But the truth is, on the balance, our government done far better than
January 31st, 2026. State me guide will be asked with me so, and then maybe a better son of what to about. Then 1st July 2025. Na enema abaso 1st July ya di amaya kwa ba yidi anu odin wa woka insurance ewu be bosome anana wotwini na one piece kan kwa kutua de ene wala bitimi se efi na ekwedie obeje ho gina electricity bills so kosoro what fuel prices also kosoro enema be enan asese etu say July we mumu pa de yibedie mia nyakopon enkai obia ho na yintimi enko yanim enti ene eba bedi enkomo ye no ekoso no minim so what sasem wi ya abi mu kwa chese emrante mienu no betwa picture ewo Blaster Square no ya omo yeso mu ye gay for no ebi se na obi twa obi pe omo begina ho no mu kutwa picture e de so mo baga na ampa eti say de omo fusa kwa investigations which is clearly no NDC for any principle omo principle on side na we omo ni bi say imagine say kana nado da kwakufu na katia ban mu ene ka saase mu we see ya me no ka say e ka asofu nyina mpa demonstration e ka akonfo aye demonstration e ka CSO say demonstration na me bu say mo say na e na nado na motan no ana say bone be na kwakufu ado ye o my Ghana hwe galamsey hu asem adwumre ye mahu se I think say hanabisiu ese hanabisiu say excavators bia ono okocheye okochi say about over 30 say na emu bebre ayra but the question component say na hanabisiu ba bia wo na wo ye adwuma CEO no ne mandate che say obekọ field say akọhwe akọstop galamsey ana minimum so was mandate na. This is the first time in the history of Ghana anti-galamsey task force ya o man Ghana atie na ruling party ezo nko ofo so ate another omodani ye counter anti-galamsey task force counter anti-galamsey task force na omo eso atie enti aban panifo no ekọ abonte so mo kokon galamsey a na NDC for so counter mo so enuma akosia no mo dia bani emoja kwa le behwia na ahwie begidi se ene last Friday ni nyina no muhu various newspapers publications in the front pages ni nyina ba say sa enema no na ekoso. The fight against galamsey, are we winning or we are losing, or are we really fighting against anti galamsey ana minim se yes ade na minim how is going it dey bedi enkomo Chris Arthur wa say no kuka enso ha o maka le ba ibedi enkomo but say the ame aduma and the 1st July countdown is on in 3 weeks time yenyina ye kwakosia wo University of Ghana sports stadium na yakwakoye national delegates conference constitutional amendments kakra be ba ye no minimum say over 300 pages no masati ehwema mamont na ho entwen de ne be kọ ayi no na wakodi hu nkomo start de wo hwa eye wo de no kache nkofo se sa de we die ye mpushi for amendment de anya wo de no so kache nkofo se sa de we so de mo de ba so a momie mongu eye democratic process de eye wo de no advocate for it de anya wo de no so advocate against it and one no say de be ya that day the do no nyine ekọ University of Ghana sports stadium a be be say we making meaningful decisions say we die wadwe ho obusebuse ba musa de we die yesesa no a ebe we so ye maintain no so a na ya maintain no enti ye last week Wednesday na MPP for e launch dankwa did I say dankwa ya semo Patriotic Institute na dankwa institute na bo hefa we na djuma ho okay na Patriotic Institute no omo launch na o man pejida da John Ejekum Kofo once again papa che say yes na djuma bo bebre so okasai na wonkuta paper wo okasai extempore look and sema papa ne kan ye no sema papa ne kan na ka was expected to say obi a ye MPP ni badwen ba wugiri say party no akoma de akoma so de e ka de papa panyin papa Kofo be kan ye de e ka obeti na so pem so de de ni hu ye kwasi kwatin esukọ no ma atro krata tintin social media so se o man panyin da John Ejekum Kofo entimi kas enka ne kasa boa enhye ne yem no do be kwaso aka ne ogidi se obi ye kramoni wa Ghana won fata se udi president because Chris ni bie ni holbo beto na ba amakramoni sa asem no mo keka no egite say oyomu opinion ana se esiepu Nkofo's opinion about said the MPP edwene ana sa nko nyina no ibedi bi Chris me mo adwo mo akwaba
ejodo minia godon
sa wo ho ye
yamanadom yeso na yasar
ide yamiase da constituency saying
oh how can I me free bay
ho na free bay
adwuma no so de yego so ayeye na yenim se yame ya adom a 31st and
31st December January
but to aba a presidential candidate any akansi kase a eda yenim se say na obi bia obe person ni nipa be wini no megide se obusa wo hyehyia nkrofo and then yame adom yenso yego so ayeye adwuma mene former MC honorable Onoma Coleman and party executive na we na wogi de say obia ye man second chance abeboa na abeboa say de Dr. Mahmoud ba omi abeko no go so a yata say ni mpanimfo kasa ye fa ne say agona west na ye wo mpanimfo bi a wona party na isi wona so wo de fi from founding members of the party more aye council of elders more that so ye former constituency executives share na Mr. Kuto Mr. George Kodria Minia Penny Jeff and then Mr. Call Dodu Mr. Yaya in fact omuna ba ibe share
okay
omuna je to me say it say ya tie Orad Mahmoud Baumiechi near Presse ye pe obi a de Ghana besha ne nse bi wa na obeboa ma Ghana ne mpuntu no ejina se de ye pe obi nso obetumi enwi ni tumi na ma MPP a ye yi Dr. Mahmoud Baumiechi ha ye ni obi abi ti ono ni obi eguso ye nti eguso ye adwuma
okay me dasi before I beto anko no so no ma me fa aseda kese wokọ police headquarters a omo ba bi efe no anti armed robbery unit asese na sambeka ya na nsenya be na otwi be 4 days ago so na yete se obi akum Lebanese ni bi ewo East Legon inyane ntie se obi adi obi ewu wokunu according to enkofo bem no modi nkomo no chese what na to otwade titisa akokọ otwade Ghana ni o na Lebanese na wokunu otwade titisa akokọ wotwa Lebanese ni titisa akokọ menu kasa CCA anti-armed robbery unit of the Ghana Police Service nyame nchade o makwakochi ni pakro no edipa ko na udi sa awu no o makwakochi no enti media basbo kese ebema anti-armed robbery unit of Ghana Police Service penifo ho nyina no mayade mitietie mu je se monai enti monkoso aba migiri se enkofo so ma relevant information ya mbetimi di LED towards ade no enti ebekoso a chenkofo se semwan asembisi na more information relevant information na ya mo fama relevant information mo fama police for na omo eni hu dwuma se be ya obetimi lead to a very successful operation. Once again anti-armed robbery department and as a unit no ya damase ya boma baso se motiba kwa chini pa krona se ede na eba de timu se ede na eba de timu a utimi chi uyonku ni pato ede se kansi ni kom etwa ne mine she wokuno enti no ye bedase kuka ene mate sen
Mwado bibi aboko
ohun ye de
ahunam nyame tiase
ye de nyame ase ne de na wokrum
sir one diversion tactics are ekoso ene meka se meda MPP mpanifo ase so mutumi call National Day of Prayer any bibia because
okay.
Mama Kongo
ampa Kongo okay ya no wo beba na de hi bi
ena yebeda mpanifo ase se chairman wuntumi eko police ID okufia sundem
yeah and tell us about mpanifo ba se tambia de se o report it no so friend say on my report ya wako amade so bia no ena ye ne comfortable say akosi sei
ena FO data Sam George I feel a reality no hating crofo na tree in tech medanase for the neck pressing process now on Sam George course no ena ne kwata one say 3 Sams no they operate as a trigonometry ba ko say dollar bafom enti sami dollar na justify dollar
okay
ena azano de ni sister to fi on netimu no ono so obeka say passport ya teso ena watu Chinese for on ni Chinese for akasa ena businesses ena oni America for akasa ma ye deport obi anase enye bibi
okay
ba ni nyina age ni nsem
matiti
ena wokro
all right Chris afi yankoi issues no menim de obetimi be so de start so what best start for and I'm boss with him
mame ba ko but the wo ma dweme ka say ye Andra you say your matters the
okay
matters
fine
of the law
yes
a judge of for
yes so we lawyer die
ye kumo
yes
ya ewo Lawrence na bredo na ene didi mu ama ene ye de bedu sei see Andra a lawyer for ni Ghana Bar Association penny for in akohia ye de inhwere kogu ye omochi sra nyame se ma sa asemi bi nsibio na Endra mentumi ankɔ event na nkasa de
Enra de no
manhu omampani mahama wo ho hu sɛ ɔkɔ saa event na se
okay
na ɛno nyinaa yɛ nsɛm a yɛde toto ɔman na bakɔsɛm ho sɛ mmiri bi atwam kɔ na agyagyefoɔ edi asɛm a amanye ku a ɛyɛ NDC ɔmo ɛkɔfa baayefo efi sɛ judgefo di asɛm na yɛ ɔmo da anadwo yɛtumi ɛba judge ne fie na ya frɛ no na ya kidnap no ade bɛkye no na ne funu ɛde nsu ano a sɛ yɛde egya atoma hye a anhye na yɛkɔsie no anya baako onye mienu miensa agyagyefoɔ mako miensa plus major general nso ka ho major samakwa ono so ka ho yekum ne yaya sɛ nano a chief justice get to the kasa no kan sɛ sa papa ne ye ne uncle
ɛne wofa
no nete ono so yekum ne yaya enti ye kai Ghana for sɛ NDC nyesi yenim omo yenim omo abakwasɛm na event a edidi mu a ma yekum ɛyɛ sa agyagyefoɔ no sa event bia na ɛkɔ so sesei Lawrence baaye no saa time no Ghana fo nyinaa adwen wɔn sɛ aban na ɔno betu gu ye no nyinaa wɔ yɛ akronfo nyinaa wɔ yɛ wudifo nyinaa wɔ yɛ amambɔfo nti atwa sɛ Ghana fo ɛtae ɔno Lawrence akyire na yekunkum ɔmo nyinaa nti yɛde wokɔ court a wasɛm no nyɛ ne court bɛka ne asɛm dia wɔn wɔ pɛ sɛ court ka na ɔsɛ ɔka kyerɛ wɔ nti didi mu na asamba akokɔ ɛyɛ judge a yɛfrɛ no sisi akrantin ne na kache di asɛm wie na ɔsɛ you can't arrest people arbitrarily without having any evidence of wrongdoing, without having any charge of corruption, and then you parade them just public trial, public crucifixion with the tormoso na webu aten na wekukumo. So he ruled against the state. She ruled against the state. Ubu atenti a said the amode o man no kono. Yes anete. Sa ten no obu ye no. 95.9. Obu sa ten na nadwo. Ena asuja for ko ma me fi. Obra yo obatan a wawo a o man ne benufu. Omo fa ne say yesebra. Bra no enwanu no. Ne ba na oda na nufu ano no. Ebusuafa wo fi omu ehuni biemu a kasisa adekyin a yakuma me no na oda eye nsuo mu a nsuo ato eguso na yeho sem se endra so nsuo toye endra nsuo toye said ya saada no si ne pepepepepepepe owura krobe Japan ne papa eye justice Japan ono nso de emse nimri a omu abefi omu didi wakubu aten wie wakana sem said ya mrane te Lawrence ni NDC force dabi. Yes, I know san katemu no ko. O say kwose di ono Lawrence no epe no. Nti o say kache no, onso kache no. Adechi ye no yenso yeku no. Nti eya abakwasem a o say ye de ka kai Ghana for. Nti so obi ye NDC ni nde. Na say ende ye chichire nkrofo. Ye de nkrofo kwoto yoko ne NIB cells. Na ye de a finance a big condition a din nimu ya din a ye kan ya prepare nye yie ukachiro bi onu nukunu wa ma nukunu 60 million wa ma na yere so 20 million ukeka bomu a it's getting to 100 million bill ubenya wa hino de aba attorney general on court no kaka na asem for media press no eguni mpeni mu ase
no we are not.
I am bringing the argument. He said the ACM Yekunkum Judge for no. The same event in Ekasana Hono because they crucified the people in the minds of the public. Omuke can samana chema public arguing was we are for we would do for let the blood flow. Yes. Kunkum yan chechre Inti waduka jina court na court hu sa asama wode to so no. Dancing ni achire. Ahodin bi anim na your time huno keka. Na se court ni jawa na afide asudi na bedina judge no so.
Yes, wakaje bribe.
So wakaje bribe.
And now your party
nimi. Inti NDC for start say omu brainwash Ghanaians. Say ya dream be yet say MPP abanye atwa mu obi bi osomo mu bia oyokronfo ugo wi ade nti wo mu an ya bechew wo mu an ya befa in fact o ma ya ma na arrest and cry it's not even interesting what's a cry just funny what's a cry say akachiro bia e na ya asresem nti the same process na wo ya wo dikunkum judges no the same idea no mugusu yesesei nti o mo ya na ya chew de wo na court bua say ade a wo de asama wo de ato no so no onifo onwi a aban sika na ayeti say judge no yo nipa bonofo judge na pagana fo asem judge na ye obonye ni nti o say judge na ye yini fi wo so they are preparing the grounds for justification to cause another mayhem on the judiciary nti the ekoso pepepepepepepe and in doing this no na omo pese omo yi maame get to the fi ho na omo ya omo dinya ne omo pese omo ye de omo ye nti eyaro hosem na ayro hosem kese ne say 30th June, let's kill the judges. On the 1st July, let's call for prayers and ask for forgiveness.
Hey,
that's exactly what Mahama and
let the blood flow. Tomorrow, tomorrow we ask for forgiveness.
We'll go to prayer and ask for forgiveness. You come judge for no on 30th, and then you say your 1st July, a Republic Day. Now you're the Saturday, now Friday. Today is a prayer and whatever day. Let's gather and pray. This is say Omampeni Mahama. Na di oye na the bro fe na your con man or bia to say
where that
for or can say or suru wanim no ne wamuna ne tirim
oboa
na odwena dwen bone ode beye ma ho be kire kwatete mu hwede a oye nyina pefe kire say bone esiye a Ghana for be kai na ede asoto apara bo ho ayen kai biu no na ode mpai bo abeche wo say ono de osom yame ama osuro nyame ama no wenya asofo bi nso aka no ho a e kan wo say yankobo mpai Ghana na ye start here bo mpai Ghana ye ne won kai say na ma bi hia ye from aglo
women's aglo
and this is the first time man na we MPP for
oh yeah umu di o matem
omo question na mko bo mpai a omo so mo ye jantra for omo ye sisiafo omo ye say etumi di o matem a ene ye hu say mpai ba hu hia e ma na de ye kwehia say yakobo mpai. These are whitewash way to I say opium ya wo mu kunye wo brain wo buye na wo de mpabo abrebrem say don't worry, God is there, God will protect you, God will give you heaven.
Na me bawo Chris on we say after say omudi say ewuo no ho ba asem e mo moti special investigation ayi bi wo ho committee bi
yes.
And the popular SIB report no memi wo bi na anapeme kenkan kakra because we raise anything I mean read just about 2 paragraphs bi na ye hu se de NDC foti mo odin a ewudi ewu mutim where SIB report no final report na me kan kakra bi paragraph 70 was say the confession of Lance Corporal Samuel Kwaku Amedeka continued with the most chilling effect when he said, quotation, after collecting Major Aqua, we drove him and the 3 judges through the motorway and pole barriers to Bundasi, where the execution took place, under a big tree near the cookhouse. When we got to the spot, we sat them on the blocks in a line and they were shot from behind by Michael, Tony, and Johnny, who fired at the same time in my presence. Tony went into the vehicle and brought out a container with petrol, which we used in burning them. We spent about 45 minutes at the scene. Weye Amedeka, the confession.
This is chilling.
Very chilling. Now the 30 have been way. Paragraph 71 was a letter in his sworn testimony before the board on 20th October 1982. Lance Corporal Samuel Kwaku Amedeka faithfully confirmed all that he had earlier said in his statement. Was it perhaps the confession which will certainly evoke the greatest interest was that made on 23rd November 1982 by Joachim Amate Queen, who until his resignation from the Provincial National Defense Council in August 1982 was the most articulate and vociferous member of the council. His confession relates not only to the events of the fateful day of 30th June 1982, but also to his collaboration with the special advisor to the PNDC, Captain Kojo Chikata, retired, in the unlawful common design to kidnap the 3 justices of the High Court and the retired army officer. The aspect of this matter is dealt with appropriately under another heading later in this report. No full report.
So you can see how nimpa when you to me be your mind so what you mudin to that extent.
Yes.
Where you trimodinful when strong yankopon.
Dabi.
And President Mahama is a beneficiary of such atrocity.
Yes.
His father was part of them, and he also become with them.
Yes.
And I don't know any more wabaye omampeni. Inti sende ojinapi simple sune platform sune asodemu bompaya. If he is calling for peace, if he is calling for prosperity for this country, he should remember some people have died.
For less. It was for nothing.
Yes. Charges, nothing, no charges. They were kidnapped and killed just because Juma died. And see, if today Mahama president is doing the same thing to a man whom his tradition killed, the man's nephew, if or yedam it's ya onimpa or yes I would kum ni wofa or yet the same thing it's ya na wofa say get to daraba ofi go momem winiba na say ni wofa mu kum no ya yaw na say ono nso mu ye ni say ya mu so onka na no ntum mo nkasa na threat ahodro a ekono so mo nkasa because we are mampani ya to abama na ya to abama na wudi nkunimu ana yese de Ghana sha aye will amount faye de awope nti ma ye kan na de kai Ghana for say now NDC start ya omudi kunkuma jaje for no enwa na o ma san ye de
omunyai
Attorney General on court obedi de wabonten yoku boss oboka obeye na de wa de say ya na Ghana for nwu say MPP for ya yin pabona for nti enkumo let the blood flow because as we speak say jama stra in this for wonu won say obi ni maame yekum ne ya
oh they have no regrets. They have no regrets.
Yekum so je ni ya one in fact inimpa Warrants na ban NDC Ura Mahama abeye beneficiary wo ho a no ye president no okunkum wo one ye kum wanimu no ye see omo mass barrier. It is not something ye come here in the year. It is our share. Krobia ye did go mubia any major market center bia and paying this asem because mammy for would did journey one brano they were all manhandled.
Yes.
Or basabasa.
Yeah.
Where for two growl and now a shine a high go any more baby. Into all your brands here, we are baba one day. We are law students. They would say and that. The profession now would do whom that is how NDC and PNDC treated that profession.
Yeah.
And in power one pembra, one patron, one pepper, one faster young family juma but to trust them a woody bonny young kwa. And I can say, in no big casa or even social media cry, yet to make a china najo, yet the neck see.
And nalopa. Maybe banami or more can news be a won't me radio so alopa. Almost is our fence side ho baby. Since January basin there. Almost say yachichin ko phone by Raira.
Yes. We
are be an abachona or muko a baby doctor so much ye MP no. I was saying good yami alubachina. And a peromu can news why
yes, because
it's so much chunk of four.
Culture of silence. Yes, and the aba. To woman abasia you call woman before you call. It's only what their tradition taught them. Inti kakra meka fast ade no hono no.
All right,
ma Ghana for if NDC is doing the same thing now, that is their tradition.
All right,
that's what they want to do.
All right, Philip Jima. Then I'm say
Namradom.
It is a miasi.
You watch kakra.
Me tia me na chi kakra. let's say 1 to be na enra na 42 years of the brutal murder of 3 judges and the retired army officer and then a buy na the man come na say ba more relevant in the same wo hwe se dia mo sitimide chief justice atota kuru mo person mu guna ni mase na enkofo ka se sanse bi ya na fa so a mo kokum judges yo na sa then this professor mo sa eya na Philip yankoi
because men timi gasa men chia amekuma west person aso for obi bi oti down someone person aso a otimen kan bia no me chia no especially me ma me onabo esla osu ekufu ma ba bia obi no me chia o ma chia the darling man constituency chairman William Ado constituency executive coordinator and the coordinators no and the youth wing the strong youth wing the youth executives me chia mo nyina panicas here and then no enra me rafu ya na me da betra show is program is ya reho na odwe nyema bi dia nyema bi esi ye ne nyema bi a ekusu si na oye timamuni na Africa na sebi na pege woni na hwe nkrofobia omo appear say omo ye white angels are na yesre essential reho na medical peke ye maame sister penny chief justice na issue no opening yeti crowe mu oman we mu na yeti say and ye ko abato na NDC for a team e ka say chief justice ye buy be in a free honum na maame ne bone bia o e mo kai eso be in a free honum omza ka so be yisi boss so free honum so mo kai no now omo kai no omo ba mu no e na omo fra say nsem omo kai no omo reto akwan mu na omo yeso omo reto akwan mu na me tie the media stations no omo beka afa man tia said that see media for the come no too till some ko hwe yenua Felix a budget 78 million for communications
I had yankan want to
na me tia se na inter certain media stations no and certain bloggers ni bia come not
okay
if you say and na we share certain media stations na so for important issues are as on minor no nyam no they don't want to talk about it the question is you discuss ashebi motomana someone come on to na no credit na on mine no mudininya because na it on my way we one big TV station there Saturday no also program your friend no entertainment showbiz oh yeah you know entertainment showbiz here programmer yeah dia fa entertainment nyema ho and that's entertainment showbiz and the political program I control a top party in opposition near horo a telephone nim station me boni din e bi so abeka side ono now so at last time we discuss me brako campo koka ni no be yin ho ano na omko jomba horo aban MPP aban ya atwam be horo na pick individuals na omo pick sa topic equals most of political show as mo discuss innocent mami we in too innocent and then yes mami we yeah and then you say you free so be clear say chief justice be clear for no ma the last time I said it here I say patroso no we lawyer
aye
menye lawyer but so sa we be in wa kire say na dwumu ka no what I say and also was why say level of incompetence
yes
what I say yeah mama sound will rise from scratch abedu CJ what I say now there's some kind of be crying say otu kwan ne ma account to kwan but the press conference or can say on we say on coming
omoboa
it means say police NDC police station executives in the try control sa petition no e papa Mr. Mama say agenda assistant a part office ni ti e ba be security na media stations ma come on to ɛsɛ mfanya maame ni maame mfiri hɔ no maame kasa so a mo sɛ ɛyɛ ɔnkana no ntum godon odwi we ya odwi on ti as obeti ase
dabi
na saa nyema esi 40 years ago aye ku judges no enye se no de se ka wo obi yam na obo obi tu no ku no mu ku maame spirit
oh yes
mu ku ne ma ena innocent profile ya pick om nya boni bia nkofo edom to so media prosecute persecute nyina mu ku nya chance enyom ho ano wajazie obi a trans build ne ho ne character onipa we say no sabi no suspect say enyama say no aye no be gina wa be press conference after media stations social media bloggers are picking near go nipa no fi toto obi ho no ma sabi sene sunsum nya dia obetima adwin we say wo say
oh yes
wajazie na a deliberate way mo execute one after the other. I say this agenda person a crash MP party. Then pick certain individuals. Then young bonny way. And now anyone one day got don't see. Yes sir. Program we will see. Say NDC omo agenda omo set. It's yan pick got down. Now anyway. The media, me journalists will be.
No be ID.
Be me bra Chris Atati. Ni a pick on also. Now no ya chese NDC for to me. Ometime bibia akuni pakra yanka hwe. Ena ekoso Ghana na. Eti my Ghana president Kufo be fa ye ni ye no. Aye certain a friend saying or certain reconciliation. Aye ma peace ba Ghana no. Eti no ye be mo be ye nyema we ama sabi MPP about 2029. Yaka say sunset bi ma na. Sar mo bes mo chen. No
and then be din bom
may question a media station any journalist amos mo on my way mo mo say ya discuss ashem bottom it mo de makama no atum matches on mine no and na makoma so and na ye nwan be fa ban we e be fa ban mo so ba research Ghana just na magache etini ya research ni say na na your first class citizens for your second class. Na ye mu bi de ye say ye nkan ya no ntum ne ye nkan ya no ntum ochina de most of baby and you guys can do your worst but de bia me nya konya me ka say you can bribe radio stations you can bribe journalists but you can't bribe social media
but you
what does here
what can I be sending me at the BCC my dream put my soda media foundation for West Africa with them I think say that be told me as man become Mr. Mr. Woodem, so I mean, come yes, me, I think 2nd April.
Okay.
OSP. It will be a study BBC. And now, was say Ghana journalists detained, questioned to disclose source of information. Now, picture I was saying, ye, Miaminia, or anybody that see the picture, and Modiato. Na she almost what he na nasi do ultimate TV journalist then story no almost say a broker journalist with a Kumasi based television station am I a Kumasi based television then second paragraph almost say the journalist Gordon Asare-Bediako, who voluntarily went to the office, so they kept mentioning my name. But picture was also enyemia. You were by picture and the war. And a matter of he never picture a D a wasi. This media foundation for West Africa. How low? Media foundation for West Africa publication. And I think the moment there
Ghana Journalists Association president some coalition it's journalists of Krumu more president it does it mean say current administration at Tomunyana
oh no so maybe the issue statement or Kasawa
you see Godon
Minia
there ma refo meja ema ye journalists are buying say aban we say buy no and I must say aging do you know we so fight corruption yes and oga it's pampa mo mutie mko wa dwindwi mo am pampa some of me fight corruption mo buy no said nam temaklu bind be a court cars buan for I say sabi master sika or that was an stream what di ya buan for so go the fiase only Ghana anum so am on it tanya no na mega se moko fanaba
anwa
na then mo face mo fight corruption na moko fanima na eye obi say a former finance minister ye ni nasem mo se mo suspect ba no na mo kana asem. And again, cases are not NDC appointees. Now court, mobile, ya ban say when you're interested. What cancel case in case in your phone? And all I'm about. As more kind no. Now I am passing yet great chanting. Now more yes certain political parties are. Now more fight corruption. I don't move if you want. Oh, my some general court. It's journalists are more on my way. Make a muntie. Eye NDC omo general secretary ebe ka sem bia bawo eye corruption ekoso yi onu anu mutu Johnson say ringetia or say we all pretend to be fighting corruption but we actually are never committed to fighting corruption. Every talks about the ills of corruption and the need to fight corruption but the decision they have to take in fighting against corruption are lacking.
Yo.
A year NDC, current chairman, as one more can. The NDC, ban on buy no, they came say, ba abe fight NDC MPP for. Ba say, ba abe hanti MPP in 24B. Ba say, ba be pick certain individuals. Near some din, so that Ghana for nya GDO. Matters are raised against a year MPP. In 24 a former government appointees. Obia nyana against Sabi, Osama di boni we mi dwane. In fact, willingly bebe na ekoyoku, mu invite omoko. What does he? It's no a year second communication director of NDC. A year AG, Attorney General. As I say no so a year the communication akana juma. Or picking individuals via now no press conference or picking individual no press conference. Now ube bisa say then of person achieve. Two boni pana 10 in public domain and some nako court. The whole court na se court ka say asema amoka mo de buy we pana innocent. Will you go back to whitewash nyama de tone so?
What we no. What go ni say bi.
It no so another aspect ye di kunkrofo emotionally or my way. Some go for in your abusion, ma. It is said, my crown, a school crown, esteem crown, said Ayira. What does he? Because of school, now, ya press of a papa innocent. As we did when you were both on saying, the banner crown and why Busiano. He died to crown,
of course, it's
psychological. 40 years ago, never more year. Not this time buy you know. Most of more there, mobile different way. Kill people emotionally. Not general be come on tomorrow. Not yen nation. Upon me can say me or say you can kill people emotionally without breaking their bone.
Yeah.
You understand? It's you know breaking the pan bone but come day in day out. And God on some more a year general association mon petition mo president as order on sorry
why they
as a civil journalist ni crow we say
and na middle nurse so kan che o my employee say madam mon kasai
na uko street so do kan say Ghana journalists ya bribe wom and that mabeka kire mo uko street so say no bia ka say NDC for discussion asem bottom and ma come on no tum
sir
boni a muntimi enka e bia ne godon pe netimi ka o ka say gina be chi wo no
Mate buza 40 film jima e na moti so lo so de ne die aba ne kuka wo be ko hen
meko de chief justice no your friend say enra Martha Day no I think say maka sa same several times say wa wanya abutre I share the occurrences of events Nanado last 4 years, the same opportunity ɛne yɛde ama John Dramani Mahama sɛ na ɔsi obetumi ayɛ ne papa akyɛn nanado opportunity bi onya ayɛ biara no yɛama ne bi wɔ hɔ sɛ covid ba ya wahu sɛ mo yɛfrɛ ne sɛ Akando no wo position honorable minister for health wo position now when the yedi de chair no unnecessary noise no jet noise keke matter anything that has weight can occupy space no jet de now say wako University of Ghana wash nose mask now chia nkrofo na
so monye den
na health no usuya ne saying baby a wo call ya wo be ka kire say nkrofo 170 enya covid no sa nkrofo na wo chia oh my god hey you ko ye nimpa o
okọ ne
o wakọ ho de videos ne na mo behu o hye nose mask o chia mama na nyankopon ama no saa 4 years na wo se watete mia sa obetumi aye ode Judicial Council and judiciary no and the Chief Justice in separation of powers no oni nyina ye pe wo oni nyina ye pe the only anchor reunite the two arms no because parliament goes, the speaker goes, president goes, it is only the CJ just obi anye bi da ye ka se maama ni brainy powerful se chese de Kwame Nkrumah ye ekura opeso ye bi opeso ye bi obi a oka se na po muade ensuro Kwame Nkrumah na breso na gave for pay independence e wo ye Independence Square na breso John Dramani the most inconsistent president na breso na gave for free South Africa e be pe omo independence e wo ye Independence Square na judges akosade we mu and you say casting events coming events they cast their shadows.
Yes.
Ma many press conference ni ye okeka ye no any DSC ye kire wo say papa yi ase ade opeso ye no opeso di ewu na senior Chris card odi ewu wi a no akopacho na ohwe people who claim to be men of God, people who claim say omudo nyame chen nipa ba omu ni ye any Kristo ni ye akwai say light and darkness no mu gina gina ho wusu ye Kristo ni gospel nyum no kra yeto na huntumi nto osofo mura wusu gina ho ni yeto nyame nyum na huntu
ebi a losing the voice
yo basi kayem raise fundraising ni emu obi epo dia ka ndie figures ne beba die koso no wo ye Ghana ni na wo say emfa ho a ye di beyew no wahu ne ya ye di beyew no wahu ne ya ebinum de ye adwuma ya pam wo mu ebinum ye omawie school a yes
Samari refinery to and Menokas's University of for university lecturers almost salary mine. This is the first time in so many years. And then first almost salary in
and they say the best president has come. Why are they complaining?
Mattis, I feel you tag president. I catch up with say scan on your may be a
when the setters and the Wagadris meet, there is confusion because obiafo so onyansa chen obi omo de moko page mo menya omo de awie nti mo sese mo hu hia jump no di mu anim no sese shape for boss or to originally what concern am dear how we are treating our judiciary any senior kono a bedroom rebino, a judge, a lawyer's integrity will be questioned by a kid. A bedroom rebino, a judge will do a ruling. And obi oninam kwanso school drop up be question with judgment and you feel by a car mama man ye mfi say obetina feel na samre ne beba obehwe seed na we so no obehwe to see TV but unfortunately onya remote obe change.
He shall enjoy the fruit of his labor.
Oh yes.
Apologies to them.
Yes. And no ya can't share Dr. Mahmoud Baumia say edru ho a omu ne man no nyai
onya jaka ne maye.
Yes.
Mate me da se busa for koka e na mote ne kara me ko Chris Arthur Holomo Chris e fa na person wo ko be ko MPP ana se
be we do de be ko ye party
sa ho na party de se mu adwo ana
da be se mu adwo kra afiance ye go so to
mate before be ban ma me enti say for my high sense for e busa for high sense party to mo ne ma so men ka for ma once again say the whole Ghana baby no more high sense for indie open blender na se washing machine paper be smartphone sound system water dispenser refrigerator na open television na akesede nkito ni nyina no high sense for the whole Ghana omo baby a tamakumase takrade takwa mankesim oboase sunyane techima tamale hoho ekufurudua ehemfa na omuni mekanfo high sense for nema edi amount se uyamya wo ya stomach ulcer na typhoid ne hawa kwaji gastro mixture na busafo wo ho intimi ento oyoba na wo menses ba na sifeje edun so a mensu plus mixture ye no na bitimi edi wakagina mu wo ye bema oda anadwo 2 hours bs what we kwadwo so saa untimi so da ma ne nto aso a hadwen Prosta plus mixture mekanfo edi amount Repass Ventures nana boache heba Ekus Pharmacy Ashama Main Station House of Drugs ni nyina no okọ ma bitimenye bi ato any pharmacies across the country. Tabia Takum ememe nyina Supreme Court judge any Tabia Takum aba wakolo course de bia kwa wudi for pacho afedie yesi Supreme Court aba kama koholomo eno ane Tabia okolo muni wasem ne mawo wo ba face producer wo kana to se bi team poki crowd no da ho no dibim ye no ene meka for ede mawo Tabia Takum musafo ade ya ne se wo reda service biara se wo to ade na wunya obi baabi enkobo ho deru ana wakotwis ka kesi bia ma obi se wo moderu ma ya boderu ya bo so nwanse na nsi ayi no so product na wo to no so a ha adwem to alamon bra movement television untumi radio na ene uni enkomo your professionals so haloma bitim ko aba wo holomo aba be short video bi ede amount wo product na wo to na wo service na wo render no said be ya eja dwedie ne bitimi akoso enti mekanfo ama se tutumrika untimi masisi ya wo the 050 9301401 050 9301401 na ye no enidwa enra na Moses Abo ebai na wo tutu obi no so a grassroots person na no propose ade bi enyi na di ho komogidi se ho ebehia si enye motorbikes be 150 edema MPP boys se o mo fanye adwuma na bibini twoboi a wo mo abesa aba amenu modi nkomo akọ se ye ko campaign na ne ka se mo mese me nko so bi ne yakọchi no na se hiamrantie ye ko demonstration ye ko walk ne hiamrantie bia ye no beboa na wo se mrante ne mo ta beboa no ye mo private business no mo ye nkofo de pe yi we campaign for ne ade eti wo mra wo se jale me ba mintimi enko ye yini ntino ye bompa se ke contribute kakra kramra ne ni ye boys a omo ye riders ewo party num ye beti de motorbikes na mo so mo fa nya adwuma na nanwumre ye hiam ne ye ko ba bi a chale mo mesemi enko a wo de fa 100 a or about ba kwata na chi say at least we both say within 10 minutes obele nipa 200 holomo important family first party reorganization no very very important say be sa ade no ama so be kaya election ko ye NDC for just say we no win yo but almost see MPP for it is said to it enti no operation 150 motorbikes Moses Abo the buy na movement television want to be radio so Ghana enti ye dey ho a support enti no person support wa 0244 672 622 Moses esenkofo bra fefe so be contribution but one person beji nti wo de abase me fa me number mbra 0244 672 622 eba echina na ba kopɛ kwa ne benya skala be so a se to de ma obi a ye beto kakaka ye ntwe se ye pe 150 nyina asa de akwakoto akwakoye launch na commission bia eba asem be bia no ne ya 20 ba cho wo kakaka obetima ye na wo de aboa no ebi ati ba bi na mpi before me ma mranche mo hemfa ede na mo de beba we are na ka ho asem nti so 1200 bia na wo yi aba Chris yankwa wo se party mu sensem na me ka se mu adwo say is it not that clear?
Party moons and 7 on chese ntokwa bi asi.
Okay, correct. Matias.
Aha. Na nhihayaba. Obi aso che na adwen wo nhihayaba no ho.
Yeah.
Na ni na na ye party nchichire.
Okay.
Me de ni amaka ma MPP amanyoko na chitafo ya tsasen se MPP sa na yete. De yoku a ni kwanse yabamubu ni yabamusumbu ewo anything that happened in our quest to regain strength. Yes, ya wakwa to aba ye betumi edinkugu, and that is part of political life. Nti men ni kwanse ya adwen ye se yakoto aba ma ya aba ye edinkugu na no ano no dabi ewo se ye hu se fitite UP tradition I did the mua mayaba bemu yako yasia baby ono sana amanyoko no esitie intimo bia ba mu yeden embu obi bia ho enhihye bia ede ababia sometimes no enyin call maw said dia wo pe no enya wo de wo pesa anka ye ni sei ni anye ni sei. That shouldn't be a reason for you to speak against the party and lambast the party decisions and leadership. If I say we go by the party rules, party mrano article 6, article 3. Actually, say as a member, you must publicly uphold the decisions of the party. And it's a party kushia. Wayan shisheye, wodwene ho se bia, the way the wadwin sia. Nentia wonka ho wo bra ye kodane mu ne say wonka part of the decision makers. So not until say obabe ka ho no, you may have to swallow your views in quietness. Na ebia in private, why express? No ko radio so na ko kire wadwin na o kire mu na o pesa wo kire say jema party no ko ani miansa. Wo kra wo na wo do party no chi obia. Wo na oni miansa chi obia. No. Enya akwan papa no. Muma yemfa party mra no yedai. Enya adwuma. Nchihye ya aba say ye bedin kan ato presidential primaries. Ye wi a ya to nka na akani na ye polling station, electoral area, constituency, regional, national no. So far, that is the decision we have now. Party no aja to Mr. Sani ebe no. Na me baby amiti me ne party ne ya adwen because me nua ye kwato aba eyi presidential candidate. Na dede ne ntokwa ne kasa dede no. Se yesi ye twen a me na kodu next just 2 years to election and not even 1 year to election. And one share baby do one a party na egu kra na atete no. Because your nkrofo a omo aka pesika egu ha omo de be say ade. And your history nso o manyimu. NDC in 2012 about 2014 15 16 election. Your party mu nkofo ebre ho a omo compromise omo. Ye to omo e de mo musika mu di nkwasi asem keka nkwasi edidi nyama di bone kasa party a party no a ye mu bi e de ye konsi wo ye adwuma bo ya ama yetumi yi wo fi wansa yetumi ye campaign e be nwini at the time I call 2016 election and then penny for national office wa no ma kan mu se su se wo mpene da na ye nkwa election nko nwini ye pre agenda 2016 no na bi nso agenda 2020
ahead
Yes, said 2016. Yes, I 2020. Now, let me say this. Obi to say Yura Alan Chamati. Say what share any history. Or start here, Oyi Nenimo 2007. Emma party no call primaries are Onya 30.32%. Maybe run argument so and when you be. No started so undermine Kufado. Undermine Kufado and the Kufado beya muelu so your popular saying on and off NDC for bonnet just no court no yes I so can oh yes power yes how they say 2008 election no feel say we oh yes and they could for the lose or call maybe who so yeah yes I call election bill 2010 yeah they about 2012 no ne vote now onya internal primaries now office or yeah popular no eso tse ye eba 19%.
Echire wi ase na
eba 19%. Efi ho wan ka no na no ntomo. Otiti ku ahodo de ye hu onde ye hu bebre. Na wati ku save MPP now. Akwa bi efe ne ba chamfo. Anapa enwia ya fe no OKFM.
Say what jai wo yan DC.
Any your friend need FM. O yan DC dada. Na because wa bono pa say o mbo na ofen say MPP ne MPP ni akafa na abehye yemu na omo de say ade omo de dede ode ye de yes ade yes the next primaries alanchamato nya say onya from 19% no afide ba
2010 de na
2007 there no onya 30.30.
Okay,
the next primaries no onya 19.
Okay,
the next one no about 10. The last one I acquire way about 4.
I said the last one we
last one you acquire super delegate onya 4%.
The minute before we lu anya 4 that 2010 dear no me about then they go to 2016. You know 2014
yeah to 2016. I say 2014 there onya 2010 no onya 19%.
Yeah, the 2010 they got to 2012.
The 20 you know nya 4. Ekufado na Ekufado na call ye.
I know nya 4.
Onya 4.
Yes.
That's me na me calculation me Ekufado.
Yeah na make am. Yeah no nya 4.
Onya 4. Onya 4%.
Na do nya 95.
95. And na dwen ne say o ya say Ekufado. Me kasi asam so because na dwen che ne say Ghana for boni din man for the people, cash for the people. On the name of fair on ye den ba. Anytime be a Ghana for MPP for back say ye per candidate we NDC for so catch say we na mo de bad yank e beto ama no na no abaye omo de na abehye omo trim afi de ye call super delegate conference ye koto abaye a owura nimpa 4 be kan omo hom omo call primaries no nimpa no contest na ye ni wo me kasa mo Baumia no ye ni wo no call presidential primaries da
be
ala no akọ ne mpen 5
na orabu kere Japan so nko bi da
kere Japan nko bi da akoto say onko bi da wo mu ina be pa no ho because MPP party delegates are always reasonable. You can't fight the party and then profit from the party.
What say no cheddar BT no
they will punish you. Enti me de ka etu onimpe bia on so pe so your mampani ana oye fragbear ma MPP. Dr. Mahmoud Bahobia wakoba akon ina anye yie. Wona ne ko contest wunya vote ni bi. Wadwen kira wo se wo ye popular tin ku offense babu Bahomia. Enti wo be se Bahomia, wo be se ni din, wo be se na sorry okọ, ni dwumedi odi na wo be se no be kensem agunu ho a. MPP delegates are watching and listen. They will punish you just like the way they punish Alan Chamate. Who vote na wunya ye? Wadwen say na mama Ghana for office when you be ye na NDC for tawachi na wenya mwa bi afi ba bi na de ombetwe aso kodu time afi de ahomte wo be jai te say dia Alan so jai pepepe. So history will repeat itself. Inti mesre, if you want to become a leader, and me kasamba ko ha owura Brian Champon ne kasamafo minua Pius Hajide eko ekosi same program so ko kasai ma no asempa
Pius is all the kasama
ono kasama owura Brian Champon.
Oh okay.
And with all due respect as my brother one kasa boni entia party ni bia.
Okay, that's good.
Okan na asem de man ni nyimpa bia. Asamba ko okan ya na mene ne nya adwen na onyakwan a ni kwan so oka bi oni se MMDC for no a omo declare no ebi ye procured. We use the word procured. Say ye to omo.
Oh yeah.
Which is in some way an insult because onimpa wenyina why MC why party penny made na be MC and DC there or take a decision amano ho a Umetre do so nkan kire me say onipa na yeto no.
But is also says he has been procured.
You can see. So this angle no na nya papa.
Okay.
But okanasem pepe. When did you be at him?
But so far the honorable by champ me.
Oh, and then me who say a leader produce 8 kinds of followers.
Okay.
A leader be a no be in tibia or no the type of followers are within a chin or musuban so at the back. Into we gbegbe ukasa gbangba kasa now just we di ateme hia for to say ya wo banya followers ni akasama mfo a omoso kasa say it is pepe and gradually once we lose propriety we try we wadwen say wo ye nkakra Ghana for ye very conservative ye nkrofo a ye dwen asam ko akira nkasa enti say your party ni ye benya kandifo a wo botima abo ma party na ko animu a woni a wo bre wo ho ase won wakasa boko wakasa eni die kwan so wo sra de e kin se de wo demand ade se be ye kwoto aba e de na e kire se je mese yanto aba wa ama wo a party ne begu party ne betete party ne besai na sabio ye hu ne ne na ye unso nto ye no ne ye dware na fo say ye opposition we need a language of reconciliation, language that appeals. Yeah, would as I said, I didn't would the young by force. I about to want a year call. And see, you're shedding pa, you were mutiny na a foot to a medema will be beyond say. O per se, MPP 4 to Abamawa. Yen say you be answer once I can't open. We were just our best say the way do any mechania. Won't do hot. Mimi Jina, my quite election you, my constituency. Minima dear man, me lusu ye. Enti say, and that 1 year woman, me lusu ye no. Say, me gusu tun safre omo. No almost jina simpia so boss dia wo ye na ade papa. No oboko so aye biemu a.
Sara mo ka.
Oboko so aye say o say the obeya and the obeya. What it means is that onye na dwen so obeya djuma boa party.
But there's God o.
And there is God. One day the party people will speak.
Of course.
Once on importance and afi de ochina oyiniti bi obi akase ya brew. Din ya na wonye obi o. Din ya na onfenye o. Babu mi adin ya na waye. Ne fom so ben pa na waye wo Ghana ha. E kire say o ye de no kwa abatu no bi wa. Ghana fom pe no. Na Ghana inti nimpa 4 million na to abama no we na ofitogo.
Omo
ana omo fi he. Na Ghana fom pe no. Na Ghana fom nyine ntu yenti efem ne hemfa.
Na omo kan say na soro kolon so ye na kan say.
Say won wo sorry bi a say Ghana han wahu wo koto abato a bebi aye de wo kra ye katiawo ai say jema me na me chi so obi an wo me say me kwa election and my opponent ya o yes kani office o ye wa ye minister no de nam say me yo hie ne ba no me yo hie ne ba me na me decide ye
eti bi obi hia so
me na me ka kira o ye hie ne ba
na me chale kwa so nyo hie ni
jami o hie ne we yo free no be ye MP na sabe me ma me o yo kwatani kura no gufemu a me na me chi so de on wo me
dabi
it because of election ti anka me ma me sabe ne hwenetu a me begina de mani ma me se ma me hwenetu ye
na o ma me be di MP no
ma this on me ma me anasa me papa bebia obia free ye wo no ba ye no sometimes it's a matter of fate, it's a matter of destiny, it's
anybody because ye
wo to you never decide unya de obetumi anya tumi na me gina me po obi o wo me a na nka betumi anya tumi sem obi wo me a na nka me se ma wo me to Ghana Mahama ye president
e ka be kwa he
ana nka me nka se ya wo me to ba bia ai yan chichirin grofo rough Mahama ye president ne ye wo obi a ne so abofra na ba ema o hospital mo tese oba na se Mahama ye president ya abofra no wo choice a wo ye se nkoba obaka oba
ye no ni asem
wo bra onimi o hawa hospitals nurse for film ko baka se ya wonu chebe foforo but we were born here without our decision
1 minute
enti ni ameka ne se MPP party ye pokendinia ye po bi ebotumi de na kwanye tumi na me ka onyame me de me sada me se ye me se mo manyamfa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ensan kobiem ne ye de no kwa Ghana for atsenasem obi a wa ye vice president afiance wa kire Ghana for pa obi a o ye vice president na adwuma ene wo bi sa akwala akra say vice president o Ghana hu na ye bo Bawumia din because wa ye adwuma na som Ghana ema enidi aba ekuo no ho position a ye frɛ no vice president no Bawumia elevate no wa ye adwuma obotumi a kire say policy wo yi me na me de ba ye asem wo yi me na me de tu dwa me de ye adwuma me bo Ghana ayi ohawa afiri ho ende mobile money nhyehyɛ ye bibia ba Bawumia de ba bia and the Ghana ni bia nya ho mfaso any ideas into no say I may not be rich, I may not be rich, but I am rich in ideas. Me wa dwene yansa ye di bo man ye we bo man ya obi nye no asa men ka da say oye kronfo ana oye udini ana kasa rough ana
oya pobofo
ana oya hantan
ana omuade ana wo mpedi
When I never person be say Bawumia. Why na neba on person never be ye onimidifo obi obuade obi opre no ho ase e say Bawumia. Ti mesre MPP party ma MPP delegate MPP executive a nyame ya adom a mobokwa deken mu akoto aba no momme ye hwe benkum momme ye hwe yimfa yen go straight ne yen fa Bawumia san ko biem ne Nyankopon say sabi yen panfo kra so boso me no yekona he empresa nti nkrofo bebre akọ mpensa kra nsa munya wakọ baako wonya 41% se ye adwuma boa na 10% or 12% na aka no ye benye mpo mena yeden abro so ye da Ghana esi ho na ya boa Ghana
abuza for Chris Arthur and amotene kan lawyer Chris Arthur and Chris Arthur Esquire and amotene kan Philip yankoi
godon
minua
mo nyama menu miensa meka sabe
kamienu
Chris akasa abanyo obi ene Chris be adwin
okay
your party na kunyato our party need healing. Mr. Jeffrey, the party itself about I don't know why the rush to election yento we know top yento no and many more. In fact your party a crisis a party in cool. You understand? And then them to get time you need rebranding a certain even say constituency crano so no kind of crano I say trans constituency wo crana your three fashions and all no more. We am kwamima we nko. Some candidate some individuals we campaign against omoyi because also then I see you say papa we bibi anka papa enye cheda we every question say pick questions be an healing, you understand, because them pion ko ba bia 2 years pe it's a 1 year see one healing across I think it will help.
Na,
you understand?
Yeah, no. Say ye flag bearer and Tamwa healing them.
What I mean is that there's no rush. Say. In fact, we may now grassroots no the biggest electoral area no. Issue.
But question is say the bed first be. I remember the issue they say whichever way we go say because the influence so. Say part of the person ye reconciliation. See bit my and I say ye flag bearer reconciliation into maybe.
You see, partner we used to a year polling station.
Okay.
We are being coordinators, say executives. And I'm saying say grassroots form on issues we be on which are on a party leadership. Abania 20 form, you're to the polling station, you're to no national, you're to no region. You understand? First me believe say the party taking the time. Na yanya juma dan me that time na every bit here party
but it's a party taking okay when they can
you understand I think say party boama kasaye because me feel say even so best the ya can say you best say your candidates no you understand and they say they could share somewhere early next year you understand and I because if indeed you make conscious effort say you may say be too much, you can still do it. And we have time. You understand? Obi generate also certain agenda in here. Some be a candidates be. You understand? Not certain people feel say people feel say agenda be as in team conference and anywhere. Still never say a top position. Me I'm one no. Me to me for 8 years, 12 years. But they come age one, how many years me?
But
but I want us to do things right so that your coalition sabi no can Alan there. Alan luzu wa I no nana. I do throw towel. You understand? Now your two abani na candidate or contest him or contest with him. Only say your two be a French ma lose minutes mu can be a bibi ni achira. O yini yam kwa di achire. I ask me coca.
But you see, beba, you know,
coca I promise. You understand? We say coca bro me. We say we she has me coca chow.
You call this 4th November 2023 elections, presidential primaries. Dr. Bawumia a winning with over 60 votes. Sorry, over 60%. Honorable Kennedy Japan 30 something, right?
37.
At 37. Your declaration, no, a war stadium. Ya pija what Dr. Bawumia ko kasai na na so e kasai so hand over to him. Honorable Kennedy Japan so kasai that day na me wo ho. Wo ka say election is free and fair. But and now do pa social media ni traditional media. Are people still say election is free and fair now? Almost here we am.
Hold on, mama got some chill.
And the panel contest here no. I'm looking upon them will say free and fair.
You see where you've got
as we still I go for say
where you've got into. Let our language be measured. You understand? Bibi and papa any trade. No, I'm coming. Every bit tifie on the phone. You understand? Every bit see my can be against other candidates. Or throw BB say they may relate to because of
that I may say that bill the dog can the one say ye to abano Honorable Kennedy Japan ya odi second no or baby was say a free and fair 1 year down the lane still uncle for say ye wiem ye na me one
na wo kasa enko for obian ne opinion.
Oh okay it's yan fa
candidates na o kan no or call election no I say free and fair.
Yes.
I see on but certain commentaries they fan kasam.
Any power okay.
And me sure say obia ki telephone. You understand? And obian you see what the person may can say me the party elephant and I'm actually.
Yeah.
And I'm saying say the abana ekoto no yenyi candidate Ghana for a panel. Any party no so panel. No me bow. Your candidate no candidate Ghana no say we are fair within the party it will beat me a survey na be aba edam ya to aba you understand e be 6 so per Mr. A 3 so per Mr. B 4 so per reflect a former na enti no say we are fair na bibia cleaner you understand and na be but what I mean is that sometimes what take party leadership and peniphobi na ye make commentary bia that's a yase film president go for by party office and o cast so yempo bi integrity obi we say onye obi woska what bia na mesre because a vice president etim gaso niska bracha bo so ntim gaso niska ona kan ntim gaso niska but ya da so one person as a on one seven ye katia no
na say no so obi opinion so just allow that
what I mean is that what I mean is that but ze nyina say a party for near the party na you understand ye kasa
I see yakwa sorry dem na so for preach
measure our language
so for preach was sorry dem boy
e bia godon me person na ko kakasma tiao I may force respond e na me respond very harsh than we say no so beka indirect ni party ni say no ba bia me tianom na me language decent say me pro some kwa me kan ho asem kra na dia me can might be a craze.
As for decent language there I was so be a decent language
but party for na who am na I we say no if they know better than we do right you know humility they can give you reasons they can pick their phones do research and know everything you understand tin yes you can come na so for and no sure go for her interest if you feel so ben godon no e be as a godon wini a say me front no let me kill butcher everybody and get what I'm looking for. But for me, it will help. So go don't be behind the partner say yeah. And then when you're free. What I say? Interest, you know, is for us a party interest. Make me worried, but PM behind the cast. You understand? Which I think say I could not talk.
But it will be oh time we call. Me question back I don't know how minimum answer. Minim answer no na nyambo cha me ba mo ne beba mapon kra do ye say video ne yanko me o de me yi ni say you see ba de ba ko ni say ya pon 9 ayi ni say what is the party interest? Who knows the party's interest? The party's interest is to win election. What and I me jiri say me ye fa bia Edimbeko when say first year etimi dey allow those things
this one some proposal na aba no this one say Kuligon 18th to 20th yeah conference
yes
you understand Oma propose. Party ko jet one and ko jet.
There
Make sure a conference and
there ko jatu mu no.
Some of the proposals.
Some of the proposals. Make say be a date be to aba no.
Oh no there. I know there say be you see date in the crown. Be better serious. You have to shift the dates. And I say the stadium go better mercy. Yes, venue no.
Oh, of course.
It's not casting an iron. But what I mean is that you see, baby, I do know. Let's do things right, so that maybe Tiana when we have age, Koka 10 years we can age one. Oh man, appointment. But
what makes you think is Papa? What makes you think say power want me ma in 4 years time?
Oh, 4 years ever.
And why add 8 years?
The person here never right.
Okay.
What's that? Right in here, peripherical top on. More yeah.
That be to manage you the
money. You understand? We are paying Hong Kong. Yeah, precise dates now. You are setting up peripherical setting dates.
So you see, at your age and at your level in the party, you think you have what is right, but those people are almost a Juma as neck, all the regional executive, president, former president. You think what they think is not right about you? What you think is right?
Make some again say party in your healing. You understand? It's a peer say. Yeah, prayer for Bibi. And I make us
anyway, but I think say party no constitution. Say if it's against the constitution,
I agree that one.
And like problematic.
I agree. We did time we did time, but I'm gonna say rights in America no. And start a first week, a junior training. Ya hilo constituency both way say ya move way say na elections are in the election. Election probably now be do top.
The man announce that menje.
Mate
Philip. Yeah quite. Koka.
Philip. No, your voice. Ye niama your voice in Ruby. That's how I see it. But meba. You see, I feel say there is a rule of law. And the constitution is our guide. MPP constitution is our guide. The healing is for us in every constituency to start the process. We know where the problems are. Well, we just decided to be ostriches because everybody wants to go national and chop. What you say? Obiafo say the gold mine is national, the big election. But look at where our country is. Baby, or minor drew in terms of governance. 6 months. MPP for share that any reflection over certain things. So, Professor see a review, analytical review of us in opposition. Osha Obon says sad because what we don't have an opposition leader who will take the government on in terms of policy. Obeka said, this is our direction. The healing we need starts from there. Yebinya a leader, yebinya spokespersons for the various places. Then people who want to contest elections needs to go to the grassroots from the police station up to national. And I'm telling you, say flag bearer now, a lot of elections, a lot of people will fall out for elections. People contest. A lot of people, from a lot of people will not contest again. What SCA say started picking a polling stations, no? You did all the proposals about. You see the be kahu ye be anoma. What engagement near starting or grounds ho? You say other people are not omuntu abenyine beba. How are we engaging to educate them to bring everybody on board from the grassroots? And you can't grassroots. Matisa word the way so many times. Who is the grassroots person? Why any grassroots person?
Let me say me a grassroots person.
We are talking about police station.
Good.
I know be na do police station.
And why not?
Oh, you do a police station on a grass.
Why not on your
But you see,
it is me say me do police station. But I'm always in touch with people on the grassroots.
Me ba be ma answer. Who feed the grassroots because who is the grassroots? Yenya Daji understand who the grassroots person. Any the change of command new be a role player. Ubo say everybody is needed in the chain of command.
All hands on deck.
Thank you. Me and ma or how any abene enyae. She inkuko na abano. Ama
na no odin.
Nkofo afa normal bebre. Ba eye wu fiefo ne decide say oni na antena yi. Enti sa wo so ko aba. Sa wo no astande. Kotoma ho. Ono open ni baby atena. So person ni pan back to fear. The prodigal son, person oba fear. What do? You do engagement, and I agree with you. See yenye basenia yema contest of ideas. Abe hwe nkrofo bebre ha ye about where that's the end of their political career. Senia omafa normal ni senia omo ye normal bi no. Yenhwe normal yi. Ba party no ewo sunsum, party no ewo kra, party no ewo honest, party no ewo constitution. Say ye ko baby now ye penyi now wode unim de o voice do a chie ni ye collective bargaining decision making now tena se ye din na ye wie now kotena radio so afi na wo chire mo. I don't think you like the party. Medasi.
All right. All right, yapon. Enkomono ye de be kwachi ekore de be kwachi ti me da se kese ebe ma chema wutum be bia wo bia krezo kweku me da se me fasna kese emma akala gh me da se kese ebe ma adongo masa ebi billy obibia eka ho ene Chris ata ebai na oluta baya na so aba metwesa mtebi oluta baya na ka babie na jema na ka makotena se ho amamo ena Philip Dima eso ebai efa me god na Asare-Bediako nyame adoma e chanopa ye be say sia kokuderu e de be sia movement in the morning achandi enchan macha wo bia mo bia e nyame adoma e china we are out of here. Good night.